I want to do a quick video about Thanksgiving before all the self-hating whites and Native Americans come out and start whining about Thanksgiving being a Holocaust or some crap. Thanksgiving, in reality, has nothing to do with Indians, or Amerindians, I should say. People don't know this, but it's true. Abraham Lincoln created what we call Thanksgiving up on the behest of an elderly newspaper editor that was a woman that told him we need a national day of thanks. Okay, we want a national day of thanks. If anything, it can be traced to the Puritan movement. Mostly in New England, we had the individual states had their own days of thanks, but these are traced to the Puritan religion, not Native Americans. But I think by tracing it to the Puritans and the Pilgrims, that's where you get where the modern era got mixed up and included the Native Americans into it. In fact, many of the recipes that are thought to be Amerindian, which are Amerindian actually, but which are thought to be Amerindian in Thanksgiving, such as candied yams, are actually symbols of the reunification of the Confederate States of America and the United States of America, because they contain ingredients that require, say, Confederate ingredients like yams and Yankee ingredients like maple syrup. Okay, but the way I look at it is this. I really despise the way liberals have actually destroyed the Thanksgiving I grew up with as a child. When I was a child, Thanksgiving was a day to give thanks, they say to the Indians, but obviously it was to God or your interpretation of God, to give thanks. Okay, that's why this day was created. However, but what people need to understand is when we were younger, my generation, we were taught that the Indians, now this is all mythology because hunter-gatherer Indians did not teach English farmers how to farm. I can guarantee that. But what it was taught to us was that the Indians had helped the Pilgrims and showed them how to grow in the Three Sisters manner of growing crops with the corn and the squash and the beans, and that this helped the Pilgrims to live, to survive the winter. Although it's mythological, I think that what should be sought, instead of calling it a day of Holocaust or whatever, or persecution of the red man, or however they want to put it, how it should really be looked at is a day that actually exemplifies Pan-Americanism. It's a day when the whites and the Indians work together. Again, it might be mythological, but it's a good symbolic day. It's also a uniquely United States holiday. It is only in the United States, I'm aware of, that we have a holiday called Thanksgiving set aside for Thanksgiving, like that, okay? And also that makes use of the symbology of Native American and, Christian, well, not secular Christian, I should say, which actually makes it even better because it's secular. It's not exclusion. It's not excluding any type of Christian or excluding any religion. It is just a symbol of giving thanks to God and giving thanks to the other people that allegedly they did not really do this. Again, you have to emphasize this is mythology, but it's a symbolic partnership between the whites and the Native Americans, and also the real reason was to symbolize the reunification of the Union and the CSA. But that's all I want to say. I wanted to catch that before all the people started whining about how Thanksgiving is a day of persecution and all that nonsense.